Hello again, boys and girls. This is the final part. This is part E to the lesson for today. And what we're going to do here is analyze two students' work. So just as a review, we are talking about identifying perimeter and dealing with area. We kind of find that from different objects. So if you take a look at these two students here, now these two students did the same thing that you did in the beginning when I asked you all to write that paragraph down and to think about that scenario along with the drawings that I had in the beginning. So now we're going to put all this together and let's see if what you came up with is A, does it go along with what Leona said? B, does it go along with what Gracie said? C, does it go along with Leona and Gracie? Or D, you didn't agree with any one of them? Okay, so because we're in a distant learning environment, you all can take a look at these two students' work, and what you will do, you will pause it, you would analyze it, and then come up with your conclusion. Do you agree or disagree with Leona's work or Gracie's work? So what I'm doing right now, at this point, boys and girls, you all will pause the video, okay? And then you would analyze the work. So now once you have analyzed the work, it's as if now we're picking back up with what do you agree or disagree with. So let's take a look at Leona's work here on the left. And what you should have found out is, of course, she did her drawing. She showed that the area was 168. She knew that she had a length of 8 feet, but she didn't know what W is yet. So given 168 the area, she put it into that formula. Area equals length times width. So Leona had 168 equals W, which is unknown, times the 8, which is the width. So now here's another review dealing with division. And I put anchor chart here, boys and girls, because I want you to think about the division anchor chart dealing with base 10 regrouping and renaming that we had in our actual classroom. And this is what Leona did when she divided. She too used a base 10 anchor chart. She started off, had the 1 block in the hundredths place, then she had the 6 lines in the tens, and then she had the 8 circles. You always ask your question from the divisor of 8, how many groups of 8 can you get out of a total of 168? That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay, she didn't have 8 groups of anything for the hundreds. So she had a cross of that 100, but she knew that there's 10 tens in the 100. That's how she regrouped and renamed that 100 block. So now she had how many groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 had 16 now. Okay? So she had how many groups of 8 did you get out of a total of 16? 2 groups. How many groups of 8 did you get out of the 8 ones? 1 group. So that's how she came up with 21 for the length. She knew the area, she knew one side. So that lets you know when you only have one known side, boys and girls, you have to divide. When you know both the length and width, you have to multiply. So perimeter, she has 2 times 21 twice, 42 inches, plus 2 times 8, which is 16 inches, because 8 on both sides. Then she found out her 21 for her width there. So P equals 42 plus 16. So P equals 58. So 58 feet of tape is needed on the outside, which is her perimeter. So that was Leona's work. Now here's Gracie. Gracie also made a drawing of graphic organizer. She had 21 squares going across, 8 up and down. She too knew the formula for area. 168 equals width times length times width, or width times length, it doesn't matter. So the width is unknown. She had the 8, okay? Now, 168 equals 21 times 8. So somehow she did multiplication there. But what's missing? What's missing with Gracie's versus Leanna's work? Okay. Gracie and Leanna did the area, but the only difference is Gracie forgot to tell you what is the perimeter all the way around in her analysis there. She didn't put that there's 58 feet of tape as needed. So this is what you need to do, boys and girls. When you're dealing with perimeter, you are adding the edges all the way around, the 2 lengths and the 2 widths. With area, boys and girls, once you find 1 length and 1 width, you multiply for area length times width. But if you're already given, just like with Leanna's, if you're given the area and you're only given 1 length or 1 width, then you must divide to find the other side. And having said that, boys and girls, that's what will be needed for you all to do your 4 or 5 notebooks that you'll have to do for your classwork assignment in your Google Classroom.